wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut 'em in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. One to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. This is Kamara.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 11. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
19 yards.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a gain of 7.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down. It's Logan, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down.
On first down, Logan. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now it's Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Six 0 our score after 1.
With the score, Monarchs 6, Bengals 0.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there.
Mixon on the carry.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Jarrell Casey.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 24 yards. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Monarchs 6.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down, Monarchs.
On first down, Logan. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss result.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Second down and 7.
And 7.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Here's second and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Bengals take
good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to Mixon on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
third down. Mixon, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Mixon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Bridgewater. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the 42.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there. They'll feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 44, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Josh Jones. Bridgewater's pass intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
The 43-yard line.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. On second down, here's Burrow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On second down, here's Mixon. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Burrow on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Another try for Mixon. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there. 43 yards.
First down, Monarchs.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
First down, London.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Complete.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. James Washington, 32 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score, Bengals 21, Monarchs 15. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The quick throw by Burrow is complete, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Bengals.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2
yards. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over.
You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end, he kind of went.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears. It's almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Bridgewater, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as